Hey everybody, Carson Clues here. Welcome to video number 5 of our onboarding series for new members. Today, I'm going to be talking about the means of communication, the way that we as a martial arts school will stay in communication with you, and the best ways for you to stay in communication with us. So, here we go. Whenever we as a martial arts school have announcements or events or something that we want to get out, we have 5 or 6 ways that we're going to get that information out. So let's cover those. Number 1, when there is email. We're going to send out an email. We're also going to post it to the Facebook group. We're going to announce it in classes, and then we're also going to send it out via the Spark member app. 5, if it's something that applies to the community, not just our school, the community, like there's an event coming up that your friends can join, then in that scenario we won't just post to the Facebook closed group, we'll also put it on our Facebook fan page, our business page. And then the last few, sometimes we'll text message everybody, but that's usually only for big ones. And also sometimes we'll have a paper flyer we'll pass out, okay? So if you want to stay in your best contact with the school, number 1 is if you are a Facebook user. If you're a Facebook user, make sure to join our Facebook group. The group is ATA Martial Arts Kaiser Students and Parents. If you search for that, you'll find it. Make sure you're added to that group if you're a Facebook user. Those of you, one of the best ways, but it's a little bit jump through hoopsy, is our school's app. We use the software called Spark to run the back end of our school, and so there is an app that connects with the software. You can even use that to see curriculum videos of whatever the student, your student or yourself are working on that cycle. So if you haven't already downloaded that, the app is called Spark Member. That app, if you enter the same email that you used when you registered your child or yourself, and if you use your child's name, and if you use the same mobile number, it should connect those accounts. It will ask you to reset your password or to set your first password, and then we'll email it to you. Parents, if you try to go through that and you have any trouble with that, please don't hesitate to talk with us. We would love to kind of help you through that. There are some glitches that come up every now and then. I apologize for that. But if we can help you get on the Spark Member app, that is a great way to add to your martial arts experience, because you'll have access to those training videos, but also it's another way that you can receive announcements and you can also communicate things to us through the Spark Member app. So that is how we communicate with you. If you have any communications you want to bring to us, any questions, any concerns, anything like that, you can always call the school between the hours of 3 and 9. There's some days we open at 1 o'clock, but in general, just memorize that 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock, Monday through Friday, is when we're typically in. Friday, 8 o'clock. So one way is to call. Please keep in mind that is a landline. Texting won't work. The next way is text messaging. If you text the number that auto-texted you, like an appointment confirmation or something like that, it will go to our software and we'll get a notification. Be advised that it's text. If you send us a picture, we won't see it. The other way is to message the Facebook business page, ATA Martial Arts Kaiser. And another way is to message, or another way is simply to email info@kaiserata.com or carsonclues@kaiserata.com. So that's another way that you can stay in contact with us. 5th, obviously, anytime you're here at the Academy, if you're standing at the front counter, that is our bat signal, and we'll make sure that a staff member gets there to answer your question as soon as we can. Now that I've told you I'll stay in contact with you guys, I'm going to ask a favor of you, all right? So one of the things that helps us as a martial arts school and as a business do what we want to do for the community, for our students, for our staff, is our online presence. A small thing that you could do that would help us out if you choose is to leave a Google review, an honest Google review, or an honest Facebook recommendation. So if you do those things, again, it helps us, the community sees it, and it helps us because students don't feel like they don't know what they're walking into. If you're willing to do that, we greatly appreciate it. Now, the Grandmaster quote of today is from Grandmaster Richard Reed. At the start of our organization, the American Taekwondo Association, this was back in 1969, Grandmaster Hang Ung-lee, actually he was the Taekwondo guy that raised the organization, but one of his students helped him plug in all the, he was the integrator, he helped him plug in all the things and take his dream and he helped make it a reality. This gentleman's name was Richard Reed, and so he was honored with the title of Grand Master. Unfortunately, he has passed away. But one of his quote was, "Achievement comes from ideas followed through with action." I love that quote. Achievement comes through ideas followed through with action. Achievement comes from ideas followed through with action. So it's Grandmaster Richard Reed, and that's your quote. So write that down. We've got just one more video until you've gone through all of the onboarding videos, and you'll be able to receive your School Pride package. Thanks everybody, and I'll see you at video 6.